it seems that every time I want to record, somebody will be kicked out from Google Meet. It's okay, you can just enter again. Okay, so meanwhile, while waiting for Aisha to enter, can you try this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, نعم. المثال سريع فالأسلوب التعجب ما أسرع and المثال أو الجملة ما أسرع الطائرة. نعم. ما أسرع الطائرة. ما معنى هذه الجملة؟ So when you say ما أسرع الطائرة, ما المقصود؟ نعم, anyone? ما معنى ما أسرع الطائرة؟ أليس؟ ما معنى أليس؟ لا.
أسرع tu laju ya Ustaz.
أسرع سريع من كلمة laju. نعم سريع. سريع is fast. But when you say ما أسرع, so what do we want to say? ما أسرع الطائرة. Here we
So
are
fast bukan Ustaz?
so fast. So we are amazed that the ta'ira is so fast, right?
Yes.
So we are showing our amazement. So we say, MashaAllah, the plane is very fast. So we say, Ma asra'a at-ta'ira. Okay, so this is the uslub ta'ajjub, and this is the one that we are amazed with at-ta'ira. Okay, so from our previous lesson, we know that the word after following uslub ta'ajjub need to be in the state of mansub. So when it is mansub, you use, normally we will use a fath. Okay, now let us look at al-jumla al-ula, al-mithal al-awwal. Kalimah rakhis. Rakhis. Ma makna kalimah rakhis?
Cheap.
Cheap. Naam, rakhis bermakna cheap. Naam. Fama huwa al-uslub? So what is the uslub ta'ajjub?
Ma arqasa.
Ma arkhasa. Naam, sahih. Fanahnu naqul ma, so we say ma arkhasa. Ma arkhasa. Okay, so man indahu jumlah, who has a sentence with this ma arkhasa? You want to show your amazement. Normally it is very expensive. Now you have a cheap one. So you say ma arkhasa.
Ma arkhasa malabis. Betul tak Ustaz?
Arkhasa al-malabis. Mungkin, sahih. Ma arkhasa al-malabis. Ma arkhasa malabis. And normally you will use alif lam. We will say ma arkhasa
al-malabis.
Malabis, because you are showing amazement to that particular thing. So that particular thing, it becomes definite. So you need the definite article, the al. So we say ma arkhasa al malabis. Mashallah. So normally it is very expensive, but today they give you an offer. So ma arkhasa al malabis. So if you want to put the sign in the end of the word malabis, what is the harakah? Malabisa, malabisi, or malabisu? For the sin.
Malabisa.
Malabisa. Okay, so the reason is this is now the maf'ul bih. So normally the word that is following the uslub ta'ajjub, it becomes the maf'ul bih. It becomes the object for that verb ma'arkhasa. So you need to use fathah. Naam. Ma'arkhasa al-malabis. Anybody with another misal? Hal hunaka misal akhar? Something which is normally expensive, but now you get it very cheap. Kita nak cuba ni. Hafiza, do you have a sentence? Ma arkhasa?
Ma arkhasa as-sayyarata.
Syafiqah. Ma arkhasa
As-sayyarata.
Sayyarata. Ma arkhasa sayyarata. Naam, sahih. So what car is that cheap? What car is cheap? Ma arkhasa sayyara. Normally it is expensive, but now you have a cheap one. So you say, Masya Allah, ma arkhasa as-sayyara. Naam, sahih. هذه الجملة الأولى. الآن الجملة الثانية كلمة نحيف. نحيف بمعنى
Tin.
very thin. Thin is نحيف. We say نحيف. Okay. So ما هو الأسلوب؟ أسلوب تعجب from the word نحيف.
Ma'an.
Yes, صحيح.
Ma'an hafa.
Ma'an hafa. Naam. So we say ma'an hafa. MashaAllah. So that thing is very thin, or that person is very thin. You are shocked, for example. Okay, you are shocked with that guy. So you say MashaAllah, he's so thin. Ma'an hafa. Okay, ma huwa al-mithal? Ma huwa al-mithal for the word ma'an hafa?
Ma'an hafa al-abqar.
Ma'an hafa
Al-abqar.
al-abqar.
Uh-uh.
You want to say the cows.
Yes, doctor.
Ma'an hafal abqar. Naam, sahih. MashaAllah, those cows are very thin. Okay, we want to slaughter them, but we got a very thin cows. Naam. So you can, this is no longer an amazement, this can be a shock. When you feel shocked, then you can also use ma'an hafa. Naam. Ma'an hafa al abqar. Naam, sahih. Okay. So if you notice here, the word malabis is a jamak word, abqar is also a jamak word. So you can use either mufrad or musanna or jamak, it's okay. We still use the same wazan or the same pattern. Even though this is muannas or muzakkar, we still use ma'ar khasa and ma'an hafa, we don't change to another word. Okay, so this is uslub ta'ajub. Now, we go to the third one. Al-kalimatu thalitha kalima tawil. Tawil, nah, tawil, we know the meaning, tawil.
Long.
Long, tall. Nah, long or tall, you say tawil. Nah, ما هو الأسلوب التعجب الطويل?
Atwil be.
Okay, you want to use another wazan. Yes, you can use another one, which is atwil be. Okay, so here, Anis or Hafizah?
Anis.
Anis, okay. Anis chooses to use the second wazan, which is af'il bi. Yes, this is also correct. You can say af'il bi. If you want to use the first wazan, it becomes ma. What is
Atwal.
Ma atwala.
Atwala.
It's up to you. You can use ma atwala. You can use af'il. Okay, now we choose the second one. Af'il bi. Let us see the example. Ma huwa al-misal. Af'il bi.
Atwil bil al-anhar.
Af'il bi.
Al-anhar.
One river or many rivers?
One river.
One river, anhar is jama'.
Oh,
It means that anhar and the verse is referring to many rivers. So we want to say one river. Bi an-nahar.
Oh, bi an-nahar.
An-nahar is referring to one river. So we say nahar. The one that you have in the Quran, tajri min tahtihi anhar. This is haza jama' rivers. Atwil bin nahari. Now, so this time you don't use ma anymore. Okay? You don't use ma. We just say atwil bi. And of course, since you are using harful jarbi, then you need to use a kasra to indicate that the word is in the state of majrur. Okay? So atwil bin nahari. Or you can just say, you can also say ma atwala using this one. Ma atwala an-nahara. This is the first wazan. So you say ma atwala an-nahra. That is also sahih.
Ustaz.
Ya, nah.
Dia boleh guna untuk satu atau banyak sama macam dia punya.
Yes, you can use for mufrad You can see, so in these two examples, we use it for first one. Ma atwil bin nahari, or you say ma atwala nahra. You can also use it for jama. You say ma atwala anhar. We are referring to many rivers. Yes, you can use for any word. You don't change this part. Yes, sama je. So we use the same method. Now, okay. Alright. Now try number 4. Number 4 is a bit tricky, but we can try this first. Then I will tell you what is the correct one. Kalimah rabi'ah, kalimah laziz. Laziz di mana?
Tasty.
Laziz di
Tasty.
mana? Tasty. Laziz di mana? Tasty. Laziz di mana? Laziz. Laziz. Can you guess what is the أسلوب التعجب using the first wazan? Using the first
Ma aziz.
ma al-ziz. Okay, we try that. Ma al-ziz. Al-ziz?
Ma azaza.
Yes. If you say ma al-ziz, then you are mixing the two uslub. First, here you are using the first uslub, and then here you use the second uslub. No, you cannot mix the two uslub. This is the one. So if you want to say al-ziz, then you use the second wazan. Al-ziz bi. Okay.
Ustaz, suara tak clear.
Suara tak clear? How is my voice now? Hello?
Okey dah.
Okay, dah. Alright. If it is not clear, sebut bagi tahu. Okay. So we don't use ma al-ziz. Okay. So what is the word? Ma? Just guess.
Ma azaza.
Ma al-zaza. So ma al-zaza. Why do we say al-zaza? Because if you look at the root word, you have the lam, you have the dal, and also dal. Okay. So the root word is lam, dal, zal, la, za. This is the original word. But if you notice here, okay, so this is the tricky part. If you notice here, there are two lam. Okay? We have two similar words, which is the lam. Which is the zal. We have the dal and zal. So normally when a fi'l has two similar words, the second and the third letter, they are similar. What they do is they will combine these two words. So instead of saying la zaza, this will be changed to only one zal. But what will they do? They will combine the two zal into one zal, and they will put a shadda. Okay, they will put a shadda. Why a shadda? Because here la za, so they change the first one into a sukun. Okay, they change. This is just a matter of to make it easy for them to pronounce. Instead of la za, they just say la za. So since you use one, the first one you have a sukun, the second one with a fatha, so they combine, it becomes laza. Okay, so now the word is no longer lazaza, it becomes laza. So they combine the two letters. So the same goes to this part. So instead of saying ma al-zaza, they will combine the two zal. So what will happen when they combine the two zal? The first zal, it becomes alazza. Okay, it becomes ma alazza. So they will never say ma al-zaza anymore. Okay, they will just say ma alazza. Okay, so of course the process is like this: al-zaza. So the originally it is al-zaza. Now they change to al-zaza, and then later they combine this, so it becomes al-zaza. Okay, so this is the uslub ta'ajub for laziz, al-zaza. The same goes for isim tafdil. In previous lesson, isim tafdil, it's also al-zaza and is al-lazza and not al-zaza. So here we say ma al-lazza. Any question for this one? So this only happens if you have two similar letters.
Ustaz, kalau nak buat yang macam atubil tu macam mana?
Nak buat mana?
Macam yang second wazan.
Second wazan. Okay, good question. For the second wazan, it becomes, yes, for the second wazan, you don't have to combine. So you can just say al-this. Al-this. You can say al-this, you know. So for the second one, they don't have any difficulty. You can just say al-this. But for this one, al-kaza. Okay, so we take the first one. Take the first one then, which is ma-alazza. Ma-alazza. Okay, now al-misal, al-jumlah. Man indahu jumlah ma-alazza. Ma-alazza. You want to say, oh, the food is very...
Ma-alazza aruzza.
Ma-alazza al-aruzza. You say ma-alazza. Ma-alazza al-aruz. MashaAllah. Ma-alazza al-aruz. What a tasty rice, for example. What a tasty. Nah, sahih. Okay. Fahadhihi hiya al-jumlah. Using the word aziz, it becomes ma-alazza. Nah. Al-kalima al-khamisa. Kalima fasih. Kalima khamisa, kalima fasih. Fasih bermakna
Fluent.
fluent. Very fluent. Nah. So you want to say, you want to use uslub al-ta'ajub, it becomes ma. Naam. Ma hiya al-kalima ma. Using the first wazan.
Ma-afsaha.
Ma-afsaha. Naam. So you say, naqul ma-afsaha. MashaAllah. So, for example, oh, the boy is very fluent. So you say ma-afsaha. Ma-afsaha. Wal jumlah. Naam. Man indahu jumlah ma-afsaha. Naam. Man indahu jumlah.
Ustaz, kalau ma-afsaha kalimatuhu salah kan?
Ma-afsaha
Kalimatuhu.
kalimatuhu. Ma-afsaha kalimatahu. Ma-afsaha kalimatahu. You want to say his words are very fluent. The word fluent is normally referring to the person.
Oh.
And it's not referring to the words. It's referring to the person, that guy.
Oh.
But I'm not saying this is khata. It can be sahih as well. Ma-afsaha kalimatahu. Normally, when you say fasih, it is we are referring to that person.
Ustaz, kalau buat guna empat kataan salah
macam mana?
Ma-afsaha ikratul al-Quran.
Ma-afsaha.
Ikratul al-Quran.
Again, kita tadi.
Ma-afsaha ikratul al-Quran.
Ma-afsaha before the word al-Quran. Qira'atu.
Qira'atu al-Quran.
Qira'atu. Qira'ah. Ma-afsaha qira'atul Quran. So this is actually similar to the previous example, kalimatam. You are referring to the qira'ah. The recitation is very, very fluent. Qira'ata al-Quran. Ma-afsaha qira'atul Quran. The meaning can be sahih. You can use more than 3 words. Boleh, tak ada masalah. You can say ma-afsaha qira'ata al-Quran. You are saying, oh masya-Allah, the recitation is very fluent. But as I mentioned just now, the word afsaha, most normally we use it to be referred to the person. Something which is fluent. Some person, the person, someone who is fluent in his qira'ah or his reading. So you can, for example, you can replace the word qira'ah with a person. Ma-afsaha. Who is that person?
Ar-rajul.
Ar-rajul mungkin. Ma-afsaha ar-rajul. Ma-afsaha. So you are praising that man. Okay. So haza mungkin. Haza aidan mungkin. Maaf soha qiraat al-Quran. Maaf soha kalimatahu. Mungkin. Yes. The structure is sahih. In my other group, the student in the other group, they give me this example. They say maaf soha, maaf soha. So when somebody speak, they are using their lisan. Lisan. What makna lisan? Anybody knows?
Percakapan.
Lisan, of course, in Malay it means percakapan or lisan, but in Arabic it is referring to to our what we are using to speak, to our body part. The lisan here is referring to the tongue, lidah, to the tongue. So they say maaf sohal lisan, masya Allah, what a very good tongue. So it is actually again referring to the person. It is also considered as soft. Okay, so Fasi, yes, you can refer to the words, you can refer to the person. Okay, any question? Maaf sohal. Alright.
No, Ustaz.
Yes, okay. So هذا هو التدريب تدريب الدين. الآن تدريب دال. So dal is basically similar to deen, but now they want you to ta'ajab. They want you to express your amazement, to express your shock to the following ibarat. Min al-ibarat al-atiyah. To the following sentences. So they give you a normal sentence. So you just change that to uslub ta'ajub. Masalan, the first jumlah, at-talibu zaki. So you want to say, Masya Allah, what a smart boy, or what a smart student. Manza naqul, ma, and then you just change the adjective. Masya Allah, ma azka at-talibah. Ma azka at-talibah. So this is just a matter of changing the normal sentence to uslub at-ta'ajub. Okay. We try number 1. Al-mu'min sadiq. Al-mu'min sadiq. Now, who wants to try this?
Ma asbaqa al-mu'mina.
Ma asdaqa al-mu'mina. Nah, Ma asdaqa al-mu'mina. Ma asdaqa al-mu'mina. So what are we saying?
Very honest. So honest.
So that mu'min is very honest.
Oh,
Right?
that
But
one
we
is
are
very
expecting
honest.
to say, Masya Allah, what an honest mu'min.
What an honest.
Ma asdaqa al-mu'min. Nah, so, yes. So the first sentence is just a normal sentence, but now we are expressing our method. Sorry. Al-jumlatu thaniyah. Al-jumlatu thaniyah, you want to express your Masya Allah. The soal is
ما أسهل السؤال.
for example, in our midterm this Friday, you will say this. Masya Allah. Ma ashala as-su'al. What a very easy question. Ma ashala as-su'al. If it is a very difficult question, how do you say? You want to very difficult question. Okay, what is the word for difficult? Easy is sahlun. Difficult is anyone? Starting with the letter sad. Sa'bun. Difficult is sa'bun.
صعب.
Sa'bun. How do you say that? What a difficult question. So how do you say this? Ma
Ma as'ab.
ma
Ma
as'ab.
as'aba as-su'al.
Ma as'aba su'al. Okay. Ma as'aba su'al. So once you know the wazan, it will be you can form another structure. Okay, good. الآن ننتقل إلى رقم 3. الرقم 3 الأم لطيفة. الأم لطيفة. لطيف بمعنى لطيف anybody?
Soft.
لطيف is
Soft.
soft. Soft, soft.
Lembut.
Okay, soft. I thought soft in Arabic, soft like okay. Soft. It's very soft or very gentle. You can say latif. So Allah, one of His attribute is latif. Allahu latifun bi ibadihi. Allah is very gentle to His servants. So latif. Al-ummu latifah. So this is not to say the mother, her name is Latifah. No. This is the mother is very gentle or very soft. Now, so we want to express our amazement. We say
ما ألطف
al-tafa. Now, sorry. Al-tafa
الأم
al-um. Okay, al-tafa al-um. Okay.
الأم.
Yes. Don't change to. Don't say al-tafat. There is no need to add a ta or whatever, because for this uslub ta'ajub, you don't need. You can use the same uslub for muzakkar and also for muannas. Okay. So ma al-tafa al-qubla. So sahih. Wa al-jumlatu ar-rabi'ah. At-talibu nashid. You want to say what an active student.
ما أنشط الطليب.
Ma'asyita at-talib.
Ma ansyata at-talib.
Mm-mm.
Ma ansyata at-talib sahih. Ma ansyata at-talib. Ma ansyata at-talib. Naam. Ma ansyata at-taliban. Naam, masyaallah. Ma ansyata at-taliban. Naam. والآن الجملة الأخيرة الجملة الخامسة. الخامسة الذاكرة قوية. ذاكرة بمعنى anyone ذاكرة. This is from the root word dal kafra. The word dal kafra to mention or to remember.
Memory.
Yes. So zakara is to remember. Zakira is our memory.
Memory.
Zakira. Zakira is the memory. So the memory is very
Strong.
is strong. So the memory is strong. The memory is good. So it is zakira qawiyya. So we want to express our movement. MashaAllah, this guy's memory is very, very good. So how do we say that? Very strong. Memorize it.
Ma aqwa
Ma aqwa.
az-zakirata.
Ma aqwa. So how do you form this aqwa? So remember, this is the word that we have seen in the previous lesson on uslub. What was our previous lesson?
Mm-hmm.
The tafdil, right? So I have given you. We have seen some words which has the word some word that have this ya in the end. Okay, so in this case, this is just a matter of changing it to muannas. But the word itself is qawi. So for this word, it becomes aqwa. And in the previous lesson, we said that you don't have to read this part. Okay, so instead of aqwa, you just say aqwa. Okay, so here, yes, we say ma aqwa. So it is using the same pattern. Ma aqwa. So what is strong here? Ma aqwa.
بالذاكرة. الذاكرة.
Az-zakira. What a strong memory. Ma aqwa az-zakira. Okay, so this is the uslub ta'ajub.
Ustaz, kalau second wazan tu, akui bizakirah ke?
Second wazan kan? So akwi bizakira. Second wazan it becomes akwi bizakira. Naam, sahih.
Okay.
Akwi bizakira. Sahih. But as I've mentioned, normally we will just use the first wazan. The second wazan is very rare. So the second wazan is just in case you see this then you know, oh, this is also another wazan for ta'ajub. That is why in the exercise they just focus on the first wazan.
Which wazan?
And also here they also focus on the first wazan. So I believe in the exam they will also ask you to use the first wazan. So to use whatever is used normally. Alright. So any question for this lesson?
No, Ustaz.
Yeah, no. Okay. What about the other? The rest? Yeah. Alright. Okay. So done with the lesson on.
Ustaz.
Yeah.
Boleh tak bagi contoh lain untuk yang lazizun tadi?
Contoh lain ya. Okay. Another misal for the word laziz. Laziz is Number 4 yang ni So this one. Okay, so here we have ma alaza al aruza. Now, anybody who has another misal for the word lazis? You want to praise another food, for example? Aisyah, cuba. Any food, anything you want to praise. Oh, it is very tasty.
Al-Aruzu.
Al-aruz, we had the same, we had the misal, aruz. So we say ma alaz al-aruzza. Okay, this is for example. We need another example.
Ada jajal makli.
Ada jajal makli. Sahih. Ada jajal makli. Ma alazza ada jaj. Okay, so in our previous example, we just stop at the word after alazza. We just say alazza dajaj. But you can also add another word. You can add an adjective, for example. So what kind of dajaj are you praising? Or the dajaj al-maqli. Ma ma'ana dajaj al-maqli?
Fried chicken.
Then
Fried. Okay, maqli di mana fried. Ma alazza dajaj al-maqli. Yes, this is also sahih. Okay, ma alazza dajaj al-maqli. Mungkin. Nah, هل هناك سؤال آخر؟ Okay, done. Alhamdulillah. So we have completed the lesson, the Nahu lesson for our midterm. Yes. So midterm will cover until, for the grammar they will cover until this uslub at-ta'ajub. Alright. Okay. Now what we want to do is, okay, can you go back to the previous grammar lesson and see whether we still have exercises we have not completed? Because I remember some exercises I asked you to do it, right, and then send me the answers. But I have only received some of them. It's okay. So we just go back to the exercises of all these grammar topic. And after we have done the grammar topic, we will look at the essay part, because they will ask you to write a short essay. So we need to go through the topics, and we try some. Okay, we figure out what you want to write for these topics. Okay.
Okay, start.
Look at the grammar topic first. For ada tertibi, I believe we have completed. For the fi'l, mazid, have we completed this part? Fi'l, mazid, and mujarrad.
dan
Done, okay, good. Mazid, mujarrad, done. Mizan farfi. Find the root word. Oh, identify the wazan and also find the root word. Done this part. Pardon. We have not completed. Done. So this one. Page 25.
Dah start.
25, 26, 26 done. Okay.
Done.
26 done, good. Done. And then al-masdar. This is also a very important topic. Al-masdar. Al-masdar, make sure that you memorize the wazan. So this part, because if you do not memorize the wazan, it will be difficult for you to answer the question. So for example, they give you ahsan. So what is the masdar for ahsan? It is ihsan, following the wazan. So basically you need to remember this. Af'ala, if'al, taf'il. Fa'ala, taf'ila. Fa'ala, mufa'ala. Infa'ala, infi'al. That is how you remember the wazan. Or the better way is you remember not just the fi'il madhi, and so this is the fi'il madhi, this is the masdar. No, the best way is you try to remember mudari as well. So instead of just af'ala, if'al, in the previous lesson I have also given you the mudari as well, right? So for example,
Yes.
af'ala, what is the mudari for af'ala?
Yaf'alu.
No, it is not yaf'alu. Yaf'alu is for yufa'ala. You can refer to the
Oh,
previous for this. Af'ala, the mudari is always
yuf'il.
ilu, yes. So it is good if you can remember madi, yuf'ilu, mudari, and masdar. So we say af'ala, yuf'ilu, if'al. So next time when you see a fi'l which is following the wazan ahsana, immediately you will know what is the mudari and also what is the masdar. So for
Masdar.
example, we say, oh, I give you another word. I say adkhala, to insert. You want to say insert. Adkhala. So what is the mudari for adkhala?
Yudkhilu.
Yudkhilu. How do you know that? Because of the wazan. You have already memorized the wazan. So you know that adkhala, the mudari must be yudkhilu. So you insert. And what is the masdar? What is the verbal noun insertion?
Idkhal.
Idkhal. It is idkhal. Okay. So this is how we do it for this madi, mudari, and also masdar. So what we have here is always for the fi'il madi. Okay, so you need to add another column for mudari and then the masdar. Okay, so af'ala yuf'ilu if'al, fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'il until the end. Istaf'ala yastaf'ilu istif'al and so on. Okay, and then once you have memorized this part will be easy. Unless if you see harful illa, alif waw ya, then it will be a bit tricky. Now, okay, exercises done.
Dan Ustaz.
Dan
Done. Ayat sudah buat dah. Have you done this part? Normally I will take this part as
dah.
okay, done. Imam Tabu will do this on Wednesday,
Presentation on Wednesday.
So grammar, alhamdulillah, semua dah selesai. Now we go back to look at the essays. So what are the essays that they are distributed? Normally essays is similar to the text. They will take the same content. So let's say the first one, Usra Muslimah, the essay is about, let's say it's here, it's about, it is the same thing, Sifat al-Usra al-Muslimah. So you can simply take the sentences from the text, or you can write your own sentences. Uktub, fikrah. So you write a paragraph. Fikrah is a paragraph. So uktub, fikrah, and sifat usra al-muslimah, about the attributes of usra muslimah. And of course, in the story, it is about the story of Ammar, right? So you might want to come up with some of your sentences. Okay, let us try this. Just write simple sentences. No need to have an actual paragraph. Okay, anybody want to say? For example, we have 1, 2, 3 sentences. Al-Usra al-Muslima. Maybe we can say what? Usra Muslima is the Usra that believe in Allah. That is a very simple sentence. Anyone?
Ustaz, tu muka surat berapa?
This is muka surat. This is on page
40.
40. Okay. Thank
down.
you.
No, this is page 6.
Muka surat 6.
Muka surat 6. This is for the first topic.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Itu start.
The first topic, the topics of Al-Usra Al-Muslimah. So for the essay, they ask you to write again about Usra Muslimah. Of course, you can, if you look at the text is telling us about the story. So I believe there is nothing much that we can take from the text. So we need to form our own sentences. But you can use the words, the vocabulary that you have learned here. Ishtaraka fi, for example, as-sabru, and so on. Ibadah, and so on. Okay, let us try one sentence. About Usra Muslimah. Okay, what is the sifat of an Usra Muslimah? Usra Muslimah, I give you an example. Usra Muslimah is the Usra that believe in Allah and His messengers, for example. So how do we write that?
Kalau pakai beriman Ustaz,
Beriman boleh?
macam yu'min
Yu'min.
al-usratul al-muslimah
Uh-uh.
ilallah.
Yu'min ilallah. Okay, so let me write. Yu'min al-usra al-muslimah ilallah. Okay, you want to say the Usra Muslimah believe in Allah. Okay, so first, once you have written your sentence, you can go through the sentence again and check the grammar. Yu'min al-usra. Who believes? Who is the fa'il? So this is where you have to apply what you learn in the grammar. Who believe in Allah? Who is the fa'il for al-usra? Muzakkar or mu'annas?
Muannas.
Mu'annas. So since your usra, your fa'il is mu'annas, what you need to do? What do you need to do to the
Fa'il.
fa'il should be yu'minu is for muzakkar or mu'annas?
zakar.
Yu'minu is for muzakkar. Now the word is, of course,
Tu'minun.
yes, the word is now mu'annas. Of course, usra can be for muzakkar and can be for mu'annas, right? In terms of the meaning, it can be for male and for female. But now we look at, here we are referring to the word. The word itself is considered as mu'annas. So here you change to tu'min. Okay,
Tu'min.
we don't say yu'min. So we say tu'minul usratul muslimah. Okay, good. Tu'minul usratul muslimah ilallah. So here we have harful jar. Okay, so the harful jar, the ila, min, bi, this you need to use the correct harful jar according to the verb that you are using. So here we have the verb tu'minu or iman. Okay, al-iman. So this is the masdar, this is the fi'il. So normally when you read the hadith or you read the text, when they say yu'minu, so what is the harful jar? Is it la?
Min.
B.
Min.
Huh? Naam? Min. Is it min? What is the word that we normally see? Yu'minu.
Min.
B.
You can try recite the Surah Al-Baqarah first ayat. Alif lam mim dzalikal kitabu la raiba fihi hudal lil muttaqin alladzina yu'minuna in Surah Al-Baqarah.
Bil.
Alladzina yu'minuna bil
Lah.
ghaibi. Surah Al-Baqarah, the first two ayat. Alif lam mim dzalikal kitabu la raiba fihi hudal lil muttaqin alladzina yu'minuna bil ghaibi. So here, this indicates that the word yu'minu normally comes with harful jar bi. Okay, so in this case, we don't say ila, we say tu'minul usratul muslimatu
B.
bi. Yes, so this is how we figure out what is the correct harful jar to use. Tu'minul usratul muslimatu billah. So that is one sentence. So you can keep going. So try to make 7 sentences. Okay, so normally they will say between 70 or within 70 words. Sometimes they say within 50 words. So just write. Okay, make simple sentences. You can make it in point forms, but of course don't write the point 1, 2, 3, 4. No need to write 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 7 sentences. Okay. Any questions for this part? Boleh, so try to find other sentences as well on sifat usra muslimah. Nah, okay, that is one topic that they could ask. Another topic is that ad-darsus salis. Ad-darsus salis, this is about the ba'al bida'a lillah. Oh, this is about the sadaqah. Osman gave sadaqah to the people of Madinah. Okay, so here the essay is about rajul karim. Rajulun karim. Uktub faqratan an qissahu. This is a story. This is a story of rajul karim. Naam. Ma makna rajul karim?
Lelaki pemurah.
Yes,
Mulia.
a generous man. Lelaki pemurah. So you can take the story again, the same story of Osman. Okay, if you do not want to find another story, just take the same story of Osman. What did Osman do, for example? So that is Rajul Karim, or any other name, any other person. Okay, any other person. So you can try Google Rajul Karim, and I believe you will find some good stories, simple stories. Rajul Karim. Okay, so Azahu Rajul Karim. Another topic. This is Zaka'ul Qadi. Okay, Zaka'ul Qadi, the essay will be Al-Amanah. It is about Al-Amanah fil Amal. Uktub faqratan anil Amanah fil Amal. About Amanah. Honesty in doing work. Al-Amanah fil Amal. Okay, you can start, for example, about Al-Amal or about Al-Amanah. Okay, the simplest sentence can be like you say, Amanah in doing any work is important, is wajib. How do you say that? How Amanah in doing work is important? I believe you have learned this word, important, right? Important.
Al-amanah fil amal muhimmun.
Muhimun.
Muhimmatun al-amanah muhimmatun fil al-amal.
Al-amanah muhimmatun fil amal. Al-amanah muhimmatun. Good, muhimmah, because amanah is muannas, so the word muhimmah should be muannas as well. Al-amanah muhimmatun fil amal. Or you can also say al-amanah fil amal muhimmatun. That is also correct. Al-amanah fil amali is very important. That is also correct. So not only important, al-amanah fil amal muhimmatun wa, and according to Islam it is compulsory, it is wa.
Wajib.
Wajib.
Wajibah.
Wajib or wajibah?
Wajibah.
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 Yes, because now it is referring to amanah as well. Al-amanah fil amali muhimmatun wa wajibatun. Okay, that is one sentence. Okay, now let us try writing another one. We say Islam. Okay, we just use whatever words that you previously learned. Islam encourages us, or Islam asks us. Islam encourages us, or Islam asks us to have amanah fil amal.
Ya'muru.
Ya'muru. Good. You can use the word ya'muru. So you say ya'muru. What is the fa'il? Islam, of course. Ya'murul Islamu.
Al-amanah.
Al-amanah. Okay, maybe before amanah you can say ya'muru, Islam as Muslim, Islam as us, for example. You need to have maf'ulun bih. Islam as the Muslim.
Al-Muslim.
Al-Muslim or Muslimin, for example, we use jama. Ya'murul Islam al-Muslimin. Or you can say Islam asks us. So you say Ya'muru. You have learned the maf'ulun bi that is attached with the fi'il. Ya'muruna, for example. Ya'muruna al-Islamu. Islam asks us to have amanah. Ya'muruna al-Islam al-Muslimin. Al-amanah.
Bisifat al-amanah.
Bisifatil amanah. Good. Bisifatil amanah. Naam. B. Here you use B. Why? Because the verb is ya'muru. Ya'muru amar. Ya'muru amara. Normally it will come with the harful jar B. So here you need this B. So we say ya'murul islamul muslimina bi, or ya'murunal islamu bi. B. So what did Islam ask us, or what does Islam ask us to have?
Sifat amanah.
Bisifatil amanah. Yes. Bisifatil amanah. Bisifatil amanah. Bil amanah. Or you can just say bil amanah. Bil amanah in what? In doing what? Bil amali. Bil amal. Bil amal. Okay. So just to give you some ideas. So you can try to find out other sentences as well. Okay, maybe you can give an example. Bil amana fil amal. Give examples. Misal, al-misal ala al-amana, for example. Al-amana. So what are the examples of al-amana fil amal? What are the examples? So maybe we can say you come early, you work with sincerely, ikhlas. So how do we say? Amana fil amal? Al-ikhlas, masalan. Al-misal ala al-amana fil amal? Al-ikhlas. Al-ikhlas. Okay, al-ikhlas fil amal. Kucing itu.
Sorry.
Al-ikhlasu fil amal, and so on. Okay, masalan, we say al-hudur, you come early to work. Masalan, you say al-hudur, hadara, hadir, datang kan. So hudur, this is the verbal noun, the masdar. Al-hudur, anybody remember what is the word early? I come to school early, I wake up early. Anyone remember this word? Mubak, anybody?
Mubakiran.
Mubakir, we say mubakiran. Here you say mubakir. Al-hudur mubakir ila al-amal, or ila al-maktab, to the office, for example. Ila al-maktab, and so on. Okay, so you can give one example, some examples. You can also find one or two ayat from the Quran or from the hadith, okay, that asks us to have this amana fil amal. So you can go through. You can find any hadith about amana that is suitable. Al-amana. Okay, maybe from the history, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was also having this amana. So people call him. What is the title that was given to him by the people?
Amin.
Al-Amin, right? Okay. Masalah you can say the Prophet was labeled, or he was Luqiba. Luqiba means he was called. Luqiba ar-Rasul. The Prophet was called with this name, Luqiba ar-Rasul bi Al-Amin, for example. Amin, limaza? Why? Li amanatihi. Li amanatihi. Okay. So, right? So just write simple sentences. But to get more idea, of course, you need to read. You need to read some articles on amana fil amal. So just Google amana fil amal, amana fil Islam, and go through the. I say even though you cannot understand all of them, but I believe you can try to figure out some. Okay, some of what they are trying to say now. Okay, baik. Hazihi hiya atau hadza huwa anil amana fi al-amal. Okay.
Ustaz, kalau masa lukiba tadi tu,
Lukiba.
kena letak B.
Lukiba, yes. Lukiba, you have B. Okay. So for this, so for some verbs, they need to have harful jar. This is a bit tricky. Even for those who have learned Arabic for quite some time, this can be a bit tricky. This is the what they call the phrasal verbs. So here, how do you know whether you need harful jar or not? Whether there is harful jar, you need to refer to the dictionary. If you refer to the dictionary, if you go to the dictionary, you will see, for example, the word laqaba, and then you will see whether they use harful jar or not. Okay, if you see a harful jar, then you know, oh, this word must be used together with this harful jar. Sometimes they can have more than one harful jar. Okay, so as I said, this is a bit tricky. So you have to refer to the dictionary, or if you read a lot, then you know immediately. Lukiba must come with what letter? Amara must come with B, for example. Okay. Now, right? And what else do we have? Apa lagi ni? Okay, for this one, this is Hasana. Okay, the topic that we covered last week. Hasanat was sayyi'at, hasanat was sayyi'at. Okay, the same. So here it is easy. Because the topic that is given to you is also jaza'u al-hasanat. Only about the rewards, only about the good deeds. But they can also ask you jaza, they can also ask you to write jaza about jaza as sayyi'at as well. Okay, so you can prepare both jaza'ul hasanat and also jaza as sayyi'at. Now, okay, any question? Jaza'ul hasanat is from the text. Jaza'ul hasanat, of course, here these are just the hadith, but you can refer to this one. You can take some sentences from the lesson that we learned from the hadith, but some of the points here are not complete sentences. For example, the first one, this is not a complete sentence. This is just in the point form. So al-hasu alal fi'lil khair, encouraging to do good deeds. So we need to form a proper sentence here. So we can just take the word hasu. Hasu is to encourage, encouraging. We need to form a fi'l. So the fi'l for this word is hassa or yahusu. We change to fi'l mudari. Yahusu, to encourage. So we can form a proper sentence. Yahusu, who encourages us to do good deed? Of course, yeah, Yahusu al-Islam. Or you can say Yahusu Rasul, okay. The Prophet, Yahusu Rasul, for example, or Yahusu al-Islam. Yahusu al-Islam. Islam encourages who? Whom to do good deed? Al-Muslim. Al-Muslim or Muslimin, you say. Yahusul Muslimina or Yahusu al-Islam al-Muslim to do what? You look at the sentence again. Yahusul Islam al-Muslimin. You see the harful jar?
Yes.
Yes, this indicates that you need to use harful jar together with the verb ala, yahusu, sorry. So you say Yahusu al-Islam al-Muslimina ala, to do what? To do al-khair. You can replace it with fi'lil hasanat. right? Fi'lil khair, fi'lil hasanat, and so
Fi'lul salihat boleh tak Ustaz?
fi'lil hasanat, fi'lil salihat mungkin.
Okey.
Fi'lil al-af'al. Lakin if you want to use the word salihat, you say al-af'al or al-af'al or al-a'mal.
Wa'amal salihat.
The salihat here, it is an adjective. Al-af'al is salihat.
Okay.
So this is not a proper sentence. This is wrong. Okay. Number two, this is a proper sentence. How do you know it is a proper sentence or not? You check whether you have the mubtada and the khabar. That is why we learn mubtada and khabar. So you look at the sentence, is there a mubtada? Is there a khabar? Or Islam? This is the mubtada. So what about Islam? Islam of the deen of Sam'ah. Yes. You have the mubtada and khabar. Then it is a complete sentence. Number three, what do you think? Number three, is it a complete sentence or just in the point form? Ikhlasul niyyah lillahi fil a'mal. Can it be a proper sentence?
No.
No. Ikhlasul niyyah lillahi fil a'mal. It can be a point, but it can also be a proper sentence. Ikhlasul niyyah, if we take it as a proper sentence, so we say this part is the mubtada. Ikhlasul niyyah lillahi. When do you do this? When do you have ikhlas and niyyah for Allah? In
a'mal.
So if you say, oh, this is the mubtada, this is the khabar, yes, so it can be a proper sentence. Or if you say, no, this is not a proper sentence, then you need to add another sentence. So in the end, it depends on how you interpret the sentence. So for example, we say, oh, this is not a proper sentence. Then you need to add another one. You say, ikhlasun niyyah lillahi fil a'mal is what? Is compulsory, is important.
Muhimun.
Muhimun or muhimmatun?
Muhimmatun.
Say again, what is the mubtada? What is the khabar?
Aniyah.
No. If you say niyah is not the mubtada. Mubtada is always the first word.
Oh, ikhlas.
The first word is, this is about ikhlas. Of course, niyah is important, but here in the sentence, it is about ikhlas. The ikhlas is important. So we say ikhlas and niyah lillahi ta'ala bil a'mali muhimun or muhimmah again? Muhimun, because this is referring to
Ikhlas.
I'm sorry. Okay. So again, whatever that we learn in mubtada khabar will help us in determining whether you need to change to muannas or muzakkar. So now it becomes a proper sentence. Okay, so this is all about the hasanat and so on. Okay. Any question? Any other question? Ada? Okay. So kalau tak ada, rasa is it enough for today? Cukup lah ya. Okay. So on Wednesday, we do the presentation, and Friday morning we don't have to have a class lah. Boleh. So you just prepare for the midterm.
Ustaz, soalan midterm macam biasa je ke dia susah sikit?
Susah sikit. I don't know whether it will be susah sikit or not. I don't know. I haven't seen the question yet. They did not give me. They will only give me the question in the morning, Friday morning. Then I will know whether it is difficult or easy. But you have the book. So, it's up to you lah. Macam mana nak buat. So the exam will be at 10, inshallah in the morning. I will upload it. I will let you know whether it is in the iTalim or Google Classroom. But 80% it will be in iTalim, because iTalim is easier for me to upload the question and so on.
Okay, Ustaz.
Yeah, boleh ya?
Okay.
Okay.
Boleh, insyaAllah.
Let me take the today we have how many? 8 people.
Ustaz, nanti soalan tu print lepas tu tulis jawapan atas tu kan?
If you have a printer, then you can print and write the answer on the paper. But if you do not have a printer, then you just write the answer on a piece of paper. Hantar gambar,
Ustaz.
you send me the answer only. So it's up to you.
Okay.
Okay, Ustaz.
Mana yang mudah. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So if there's nothing else, conclude class today. We conclude our class today with tasbih kafarah and surah al-asr. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal asri innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa amilus solihat wa tawassaw bil haqq wa tawassaw bis sabr. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Okay. So see you again inshallah. I will upload this and in our future classes.
Thank you, Ustaz.
Thank you, Ustaz.
Syukran,
Thank you.
Ustaz.
Wan,
Ustaz.
Syukran, Ustaz.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Salam.
wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Stop sharing. Stop recording.